Welcome to the UK HADO Spring Cup. It's our end of our first 2026 season. So UK season's running 4-month blocks. And today we're battling it out in the top 8 teams from the spring qualifiers, facing off in multiple knockout rounds against each other, which will end up with our teams ranked 1 through 8. And of course, obviously, our cup winner for the 2026 spring season. So our opening match today is between the 1st ranked team and the 8th ranked team, Oblivion 1st rank and the 8th ranked Pigs in Blankets. And it said it is a best of 3 format all the way through today. So we can see plenty of matches from each team. Let's see what they've got. So I believe our players are good to go. Teams are ready for this opening match. And here we are, game on. Okay, aggressive stat builds from both teams here. Double Technician and Assassin from both teams. First point in for Oblivion. Pigs and Blankets putting up a good fight here. Second one in for Oblivion now. Pigs and Blankets looking for their first score. Third point for Oblivion. Oblivion have been top of the chain most of the way through the spring season. So they're currently our #1 ranked team in the UK. But as has been proved multiple times during the qualifier rounds over the last few months, they are not undefeatable. But currently controlling this opening match against Pigs and Blankets very well. 20 seconds remaining. First point in for Pigs and Blankets. 5-1 though. Oblivion still very, very much in control of this game. 6-1 now. 10 seconds. 7-1. 8-2. So very, very clean win there from Oblivion. A couple of good points scored in for Pigs and Blankets. Blue player 4 there, getting 2 points on the board. But as I said, it is a best of 3 format though, so it's not out. Pigs and Blankets aren't out yet. They get a chance to consider their tactics, look what they can do in terms of the play style, and go again. Obviously, both teams also have subs, so we could see there's always a chance of a change in line out between the games as well. But that opening match there. Lots of really nice movement from both sides, but Oblivion just that little bit more accurate, better on the dodging, and a controlled win there against Pigs and Blankets. So cycling around now for round 2. So Oblivion take this one, then they're through to the semi-finals. Pigs and Blankets would need to take this, and then the 3rd game decider. Looks like Oblivion have indeed changed their line out slightly. So obviously, this match very much in favour of Oblivion, given the respective rankings of the 2 teams. But that's what you get for coming first in the qualifiers. Is your quarterfinal is against the lowest ranked opponent. Heavy shields coming through on Oblivion. First point in for Oblivion. 10 seconds played. Pigs and Blankets are going to need to get a lot more aggressive, especially with those shields coming in. They need to get rid of those shields fast. Heavy shield block there on the front edge. Second way in for Oblivion now. 1 point each way, coming up on the halfway mark. 4-1 now to Oblivion. Pigs and Blankets not doing too bad a job on the shields. And second point in for Pigs and Blankets. Moment, it's a stronger performance than Pigs and Blankets first round. Still Oblivion with a clear 3-point lead though. That shield block on the front edge there causing a lot of trouble for Pigs and Blankets. Just not able to clear it fast enough. And really allowing the Oblivion players to sit and snipe. But that is all of the shields gone. 10 seconds remaining. Third point in for Pigs and Blankets. (10-3) overall there. Great performance there from Pigs and Blankets against the much stronger Oblivion team. In fact, Pigs managed to get a KO on each one of the Oblivion players there. But that 9-1 ratio there on knockouts for Red Player 1. Very, very dominating performance. Now, next up, we should be having the second and seventh ranked teams, which is Team No and Team BSOD. However, there's a lot of significant traffic issues around the venue today, and some of the BSOD players have been delayed. So with all teams in agreement, we've changed the schedule slightly, and we're going to be playing the third quarterfinal before the second quarterfinal. So we'll be having Warpstar and Wolfpack coming onto court next. So Warpstar and Wolfpack have clashed multiple times in the past. But during this season, I believe the match tally is 2-1 in favour of Warpstar. So Wolfpack have taken games from Warpstar. So even at this relatively early stage in the matchups, we've got teams where the outcome isn't quite as clear cut from the get-go, so be interesting to see how things go here. So as I said, we've seen Warpstar are in general the stronger of the two teams, and Warpstar have taken games from Oblivion as well. So Warpstar are known, Oblivion being the top three teams currently on the rankings, and each one of them capable of beating the other on the right day. But how we're going to play through in this one, it's going to be really interesting. So overall, Warpstar are the stronger team this season, but they have lost games to Wolfpack.
Here we go, game one.
Here we go, game on. Okay, double Technician Assassin from Wolfpack, double Assassin Technician from Warpstar. So I'm looking at some very accurate snipe shots coming out the Warpstar team. Warpstar putting up a good fight at the moment. Wolfpack players all all had taken clips, as have the Warpstar players though. First 30 seconds gone, really even at this point. First point in for Wolfpack. Said this one wasn't a guarantee by any means. 2-1 now to Wolfpack at the halfway mark. Warpstar going to have to dig deep here. Wolfpack really, really pressuring them hard. 3-1 now. Wolfpack tearing straight through that shield. It was only a one-pointer, but gone pretty much as fast as it went up there. Warpstar really, really under pressure here. 4-1 to Wolfpack now. Wolfstar just not able to find their mark here at all in this game. 4-2. 5-2, 6-2. Wolfpack take game one. Wolfstar with a huge mountain to climb here now. I think there's going to be some very significant tactical rethinks there. Potential team changes around from Warpstar before we go into this second game. Right, so round 2 coming up. Looks like we do have a change of lineup from Warpstar.
5 seconds.
Be interesting to see what Wolfpack do tactically here. See, Warpstar now need to win 2 games to get up to that semi-final. So, double assassin technician both sides. So Warpstar need 2 wins here. Wolfpack this, or if it goes to third round, sign the third round, either of them will do for Wolfpack. First point in for Warpstar. So we can expect a much more aggressive Warpstar play here. I think they got very much surprised by Wolfpack in game 1 there. Weren't expecting the attack from Wolfpack. And it's put them on the back foot, but they're coming out all guns blazing in this second match now. 3-1 to Warpstar. 3-2. Wolfpack not going down without a fight, coming on the halfway mark. 4-2. Warpstar maintaining that lead. Can Wolfpack get those couple of points in? Or are Warpstar going to manage to extend that lead and put this game out of Wolfpack's reach? 5-2 now. Dangerous point for Wolfpack here. That 3-point lead, it's a really hard point to come back from. 15 seconds. 5-3, 6-3. Warpstar maintaining that 3-pointer. 10 seconds left on the clock. 6-4, 5 seconds. 7-4, 8-4. Warpstar came out all guns blazing in that one. Took the lead early on and managed to hold it throughout the game, but good fight from Wolfpack all the way through. So we're going to a third round decider. It's 1 game apiece. Warpstar historically known for using some very heavy-duty shield tactics. Not seeing that in either of those first 2 matches, but that's why we've seen those 2 technicians on the Wolfpack team each time. Kind of preparation for, well, I suppose expectation that they're going to see that shielding play from Warpstar. So there's a lot of work needed now in round 3. Both teams really heavily trying to second guess each other for how they're going to go tactically. Of course, as we're going, guys, any questions, any comments, please feel free to drop them in the chat and try and respond to you as we go. Right, here we go. Third round decider. Let's see what we got. No shields either side. Double assassin technician, double technician assassin, both sides again.
5-3, 5-3, 5-2.
Maybe we'll shift round in court positioning from Wolfpack. Let's see if that makes a difference. First point in for Wolfpack. And Wolfpack weather the storm from Warpstar here. 1-0 to Wolfpack currently.
4-3,
50 seconds remaining. 1 in for Warpstar. 1 point apiece now. Approaching the halfway mark.
Get the shield down, get the shield down. 4-1, 4-1.
Past halfway mark, still 1 point apiece. Absolutely neck and neck here between the 2 teams. Second point in for Warpstar now. 2-1. Wolfstar needs to score to pull this back. Huge amount of fire coming in on the central Warpstar player, but he's managed to evade it and keep on his feet. 3-1 now to Warpstar. 3-2. 10 seconds.
4-2. 5-1. 4-1, 4-1.
5-6. 4-2. 5-2.
6-2.
6-2. It's going to be a Warp Star win. 6 points. An amazing fight there from Wolfpack. Absolutely surprised Warp Star in that first round by taking the game. And Warp Star having to dig really, really deep there to take games 2 and 3 from Wolfpack. Fantastic performance from both teams there. Well deserved win for Warp Star, but an amazing fight there from Wolfpack. Really, really good show from them. So that'll be Warp Star going through to the semi-final and Wolfpack to the eliminators. Warp Star will be facing off against the winner from the no BSOD semi-final, which is the one that we've had to shift slightly down the rankings because of traffic issues for one of the BSOD players. So we have 2 remaining semi-finals. No BSOD, the winner there will place Warp Star, and Warpig's Devourers, with the winner there facing Oblivion. Okay, so we have what should have been our second quarter-final now coming to the courts. This is No versus BSOD, the rank 2 and rank 7 teams facing off against each other. So the winner from this match will be facing off against Warp Star, and the loser will be facing off against Wolfpack. First one in for Team No. Got rank 5 shields there from BSOD. Interesting to see when they look to start placing those out and how they're going to use them. 1 technician, 2 assassins from Team No. So those shields could cause them a lot of grief. Not a good position there for those opening shields from BSOD. Long way back, giving an awful lot of time for the Team No players to react to those shots coming from the sniper. 3 points in for Team No now. 4 now. BSOD struggling to try and get their first score. Double shield up again from BSOD. Triple shield up now. Has all their shields out and played. No finding an angle through the shields there to take the BSOD sniper. BSOD still struggling to get their first point. 6-0. 10 seconds remaining. BSOD managed to get a point in there. It's 8-1 though to Team No. Absolute domination from Team No all the way through there. Unfortunately, those BSOD shields being placed too far back for their sniper to really get an advantage out of them. And No as well, finding a cheeky angle straight through the shielding block as well to take out the BSOD assassin who was hiding behind them.
I got so many hits in those. I hit 18.
So teams doing their final prep now. Getting ready for round 2. BSOD with a lot of work to do here against Team No. So Warp Star, No, and Oblivion. Very, very little between them this season. And we know that Team No very, very much gunning to take that season lead spot away from Oblivion. But here we go. Game on, round 2. Similar setups, slightly more charge rate on the Team No technician. I think we're a little unhappy about how long it took him to get rid of the BSOD shields in the first match. Three points already in for Team No. Shields are in a much better position this time from BSOD, but their assassin just unable to capitalise on it. (4-1) now. BSOD with a point on the board. 30 seconds remaining. (15 seconds) No, with a commanding 3-point lead here. 10 seconds remaining. 5-1 now to Team No. 6-1. That's a clean two-game win there for Team No to take the match. BSOD putting up a better fight in the second round there, but still a very definitive win there for Team No. Okay, so we're going to move on to our final quarterfinal now. War Pigs versus Devourers will be our next quarterfinal. And that'll give us all our pairings for the semi-finals and the eliminators. Yep, so War Pigs coming in on the red, Devourers coming in on the blue. So some fantastic opening quarterfinals there. Warp Star Wolfpack, absolutely brilliant there, going to that third game decider. Amazing work there from Wolfpack, really, really pushing Warp Star. But of the 4 quarterfinals, this one, the War Pigs Devourers, should be the closest of the opening 4 matchups. So these guys are the rank 4 and rank 5 teams coming out of the qualifying stages. So the 2 closest ranked in ability. War Pigs currently the rank 4, Devourers the rank 5. So very, very tough to try to see how this one's going to play out. Obviously the winning team here will be facing off against Oblivion, and the losing team will be facing off against Pigs in Blankets. So it looks like final preparation for the players just going in now. So it's some really great work from the teams so far. Peace and Blankets, although being dominated by Oblivion, managed to get some good hits in. BSOD, again, facing a much stronger team, No, and losing straight games there as well, but managed to land a point each time. And against these top teams, landing a point itself is tough. Warpstar Wolfpack, so does our that looked like we were going to be in for a big upset there, with Wolfpack potentially taking it, but Warpstar battling back to take games 2 and 3. But in all cases, Wolfpack putting a fantastic fight all the way through. And now our final quarter-final, Warpigs versus Devourers. They're the hardest of all of them to call, because these are the two closest ranked teams. And the two with the two teams with that, they arguably one of the hardest routes through to the finals. So here we go, game on, round 1. Okay, double technician assassin both sides. First point in for Devourers. Great groundwork innovation from the Devourers team there, dropping under those Warpig shots. Shots landing both ways now, 2-1. Devourers scoring again, 3-1. 3-2, Warpigs answering back. So expect this one to be close. Single point between the two teams, which come past the halfway mark. Really good mix of shooting evasion from both sides. Devourers in for another score there, 4-2. 20 seconds. Warpigs double score there, 4-all. Pull it back to neck and neck here. Devourers scoring again, 5-4, 6-4, 10 seconds. 6-5, 1 point in it, comes to 5 seconds. Huge amount of pressure on Warpigs here. Can they get another hit? Great work from Devourers there, dodging like crazy to hold off that Warpigs counter-attack in the last 5 seconds. And Devourers take the first game, 6 points to 5. Blue player 5 absolutely storming it out there for the Devourers, landing all 6 of their hits. So definitely from the Warpigs' perspective, Blue 5 is their threat. So Blues 4 and 6 unable to land hits, but also only getting clipped once apiece. Blue 5 getting clipped 3 times, but landing 6 knockouts themselves. So definitely the core of the threat there for Warpigs. Okay, players just giving their 20-second call to get on court and ready. So Warpigs good to go. So very, very close first round there. Can Warpigs take the second one to get through to the third round decider? Okay, again, neither team going down the shielding route here. Double assassin technician on Warpigs, double technician assassin on Devourers. Devourers going for a quantity of shots War Pigs trying to go for accuracy here. First point in for Devourers, though. Second point for Devourers. War Pigs struggling to try and get that first hit. First point for War Pigs now. 2-1. Going up towards the halfway mark. Devourers just holding on to that single point lead. 3-1 now. 30 seconds left. 4-1. War Pigs landing another one back. 4-2. 2 points between the teams. 20 seconds. 4-3. Plenty of time for War Pigs to fight this back. 15 seconds. 4-all. 10 seconds. Can War Pigs take this through? 5-4. War Pigs ahead by a point. 5 seconds now. Devourers need to score here. 3, 2, 1. 6-4. War Pigs take the second game. We're going to a third round decider. Really, really good play from both sides there. Red one playing an absolute blinder there, 4-0. Really, really good play from them. 50% accuracy. Excellent play there from Red one. Pretty much carrying the rest of the War Pigs team there. But Devourers as well. Some nice play. Red 5, they're getting very heavily targeted and subdued, so I think it was quite a tactical decision. Sorry, Blue 5. I think it was quite a tactical decision there from the War Pigs team to try and put pressure onto Blue 5, not allow them to get their get their eye in and get and land those hits, because that was what absolutely what cost War Pigs the opening game. So 6-5 to Devourers game 1, 6-4 to War Pigs in game 2. Players giving me their 20-second count to get ready for the third and final game of this match. Here we go. Game 3. Heavy shields coming from Devourers. Technician double assassin for War Pigs. Those shields, if they're used well, could be quite decisive here. Very limited shots from War Pigs for dealing with them. Good evasion so far from both sides. First point in for Devourers. 1 point apiece now. Heavy shield up on the far side there from Devourers. Double shielding in now. So they do not have a lot of firepower from War Pigs. Count shield is their best option here. It's going to try and soak up some of those shots from Devourers. That's all 5 of the Devourers shields up in that big wall there. Devourers have not managed to earn a single point from that shield blockade. 2-1. 2-all now, Devourers. Coming in close to the last one. Just 1 shield left. That is all the Devourers shields gone now. It's 2 points apiece, 20 seconds. Devourers scoring again, 3-2, 10 seconds, 3-all. It's going absolutely down to a 4-3 to War Pigs. Can Devourers get that score? 3, 2, 1, 5-4, 6-4. War Pigs take it, 6 points to 4. Absolute storming finish there from both sides. Really, really great play. And that is 2 games to 1 win for War Pigs there in the 4th quarter final. So that is giving us Pigs in Blankets versus Devourers is the first elimination match, followed by BSOD Wolfpack. And then our semi-finals are Oblivion versus Warpigs and Warpstar versus No.
We're going to move on to the semi-finals now. So who's the semi-finals first? Elimination round. The main semi-finals. So in the elimination round, it's the Blanket versus DEVOURERS. And then we've got BSOD versus Wolfpack. In the main semi-final, we've got Oblivion versus Warpigs. And then Warpstar versus Team No. So we'll start with Pigs and Blankets versus DEVOURERS. DEVOURERS, up on the blue side, Pigs and Blankets on the reds.
So, next matchup, which is the first of the elimination semi-finals, will be BSOD versus Wolfpack. BSOD on the red, Wolfpack on the blue. And that'll then be followed by Pigs and Blankets versus Devourers for our two elimination semi-finals. So BSOD Wolfpack games have been fairly close, actually, coming through the Jan, Feb, and March qualifiers. Wolfpack really shown that we're on form today in that earlier match against Warpstar, taking that through to the third game decider. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform against BSOD. Wolfpack players just getting resets done for the headsets. Okay, BSOD players in position and ready to go. Just waiting for the Wolfpack players to finish their logins and get themselves ready for this next game.
Right, 10 seconds. Here we go.
Okay, heavy shields coming in on BSOD. Double Technician Assassin from Wolfpack. Double Assassin and Defender from BSOD. First point in for Wolfpack. Second pack in point in for Wolfpack. BSOD shield getting stripped pretty much as quick as it went up there. 4-1, first point in for BSOD. Coming up on the halfway, just past the halfway mark now. 4-2, 30 seconds remaining. 4-3. BSOD starting a heavy fight back now. Good shield block on that front corner. Wolfpack struggling to rip their way through it. Counter shield from Wolfpack to buy a little time there. 15 seconds. 5-3 to Wolfpack now. 6-3. 10 seconds. 4-7-3. Wolfpack absolutely accelerating away there in the final quarter. Pushing the game out of BSOD's reach there. But really good play there from BSOD through that final quarter of the game. Great accuracy there from Red 1, actually. 33% hit rate. Just needs to get more, few more shots out, but maintain that hit rate. But yeah, 4-3 ratio, unfortunately, for Red 1. 0-2 for the other two teammates. 3-1, 2-2, and 2-1 for Wolfpack. So Wolfpack pretty much staying positive, or at least break even there on their ratios. So game 2, BSOD Wolfpack. So the winner here will go through to the, because we're in the elimination rounds at the moment, winner here will go through to the 5th round playoff, loser to the 7th round playoff. After this, we'll then have the second elimination semi-final, which is Peace and Blankets versus Devourers. And then we'll move through to the semi-finals, Oblivion versus War Pigs and Warp Star versus No. So BSOD need to win this, take us through to a third game decider. Here we go, game on. Heavy shields again on the BSOD side. So double assassin. Assassin technician shielder from BSOD. Double assassin technician from Wolfpack. So those shields could give Wolfpack a bit more, bit harder job this time. But if they can earn the points early on and keep their evasion going, they can still negate any benefit from those shields. So 2-1 currently to Wolfpack. BSOD shields notably staying up for longer now. 2 points apiece now. Come past the halfway mark. Wolfpack struggling with those heavy duty shields, having reduced their charge rates. 3-2 currently to BSOD. 30 seconds. Heavy shield being used very effectively there to protect the light shield being used to protect the shield as they come up for the heavy shields. 4-2 now to BSOD. Big shield wall on this near side. 5-2 now. 10 seconds. 5-3. 5 seconds. 5-4. 5-all. 6-5. Oh, so look like Wolfpack we're going to pull that back and go to overtime. Fraction of a second shot there from Red 3, managing to take the game for BSOD. 6 points to 5. Great work there from Blue 4, though. 3 points scored in very rapid succession that final quarter to even that score out. So it's now 1 game apiece, going to a third game decider. Part of the issue there was Wolfpack choosing to go to double assassin technician rather than their previous double technician assassin, so it just reduced their ability to get rid of the shields a little. allowed BSOD to stay in those sniping positions behind for a little longer and earn those crucial points. Be interesting to see what Wolfpack choose to do for this third game. Whether they're going to return to that double technician setup, and obviously whether BSOD are going to maintain working with the shields. Okay, Wolfpack on court and ready to wait for BSOD to finish their logins. So, one game apiece. Third round decider. Here we go. Yep, shields again from BSOD. Double technician assassin from Wolfpack. Wolfpack really heavily pressuring the BSOD shielder here. But he's dodging and evading really well. First win for Wolfpack. Does feel like they're very actively hunting that shielder. Which is, to be fair, a pretty good tactic. 2 points in for Wolfpack. BSOD's first shield up. And first point on the board for BSOD there. 40 seconds. Wolfpack doing a much better job this time of stripping those shields. Double takedown on BSOD as they came in there. But a score for them as well. So 4-2 currently to Wolfpack. 30 seconds remaining. 4-3 now. There's a lot of shields up in play. 4 all. 20 seconds. 5-4. BSOD have flipped the scoreline. This 10 seconds. 6-4. 6-5. 6 all. 5 seconds. Last minute shields going from both sides there. Going to overtime. Now overtime definitely favours Wolfpack. Because obviously the BSOD shields are all gone. Both teams though with markers down. Good shield in there from Wolfpack. Oh, BSOD clip around the edge, 7-6. Wolfpack, unfortunately for them, mirroring that first quarter final, taking the first game and losing the second two. But that was a very, very close finish there. So it's BSOD through to the 5th place playoff, Wolfpack to the 7th place playoff.
Alright, second elimination match. Devourers blue side, pink and blankets red side.
So going to be moving through next to the next elimination semi-final, which is Pigs and Blankets on the red versus Devourers on the blue. So the winner here will be facing off against BSOD for the 5th place playoff, and the loser will be facing off against Wolfpack for the 7th place playoff. So it's the next match, Pigs and Blankets, Devourers, and then we'll be moving through to the semi-finals with Oblivion, War Pigs, and then Warp Star versus Team No. Some fantastic matches so far. It's been an amazing week of tournaments all around here in the UK. We had schools championships on Wednesday, university championships on Friday, and now the Spring Cup here on Sunday. And then moving forward from April, going forward into May, we've got again an amazing set of matches coming up. Start the summer season here in the UK. We have the European, Middle East and African Championship being held out in Italia and Turkey. We've also got tournaments in Dundee and Dublin. So lots and lots to keep up to going ahead into next month. But for right now, second of the elimination semi-finals, Pigs and Blankets versus Devourers. Team's just been given their 20-second call.
Five seconds. All right, guys, let's go.
Here we go, game on. So, double technician assassin, Pigs and Blankets, double assassin technician from Devourers.
Look left. Matt, push early, Luke's on one. Good.
First point in for Pigs. Devourers under a lot of pressure here. 2-0. 3-0.
Don't die for it. Good job. Good job, Jim. Stay alive.
3-1. Devourers hunting the Pigs player on the near side. Pigs though with a commanded 3-point lead here. 4-1. Devourers with a lot of work to do. 4-2, 5-2 now. 5-3, 5-4. Devourers got a fantastic fight back here. 6-4 to Pigs now. 20 seconds remaining. 6-5. Can Devourers equalise? 15 seconds. 7-5. Pigs opening that lead again. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Pigs take game 1. 7 points to 5.
Only thing, whole game, the only thing I think for you, when you go one early, you need to tell him. He heard me call before you, and he pushed, he saved your life for about 20 seconds. Yeah. But it takes that absolutely.
Of the 8 teams we have competing today, 5 of them contain players who are going to be heading out to the European African Championship in Antalya next month. Respectively representing England and Wales. So he's been keeping up to news on HADO in the UK. We've just the Cardiff HADO Arena run by Esports Wales is now up and functional. So anyone based, especially sort of around the Cardiff area or South Wales in general, who's interested in getting involved more in HADO and potentially trying to take in the future one of the places on the Welsh team going out to the internationals, get in touch with Esports Wales and they'll be able to tell you when training sessions, tournaments, events are happening.
20 seconds, players.
It's going to save the Welsh teams a lot of mileage. They've been having to travel a long way to get to courts to train. But now there's a Cardiff location. So we can expect to see a big step up in their ability in the near future as they get to take advantage of having their own location to train in. Here we go. So, double technician assassin from Pigs. And the same there from Devourers. 2 points in Devourers, straight off the bat. Much more aggressive opening from them. 2-1. Pigs getting the first point in.
Yes, no, middle.
3-1. Devourers start to get some momentum going here. Can Pigs and Blankets slow them down? 4-2. 5-2. A 3-point lead. It's a pretty healthy place to try to get yourself to. Halfway mark now. 6-2. Devourers opening that lead further.
Look middle. Look your back.
Devourers in a much more confident position in this game. Really controlling the flow. 15 seconds.
Look right.
10 seconds. 4-point lead for Devourers. This is going to be their game, and we're going to be going through to a decider. 7-2. Definitive win there for Devourers in the second match. So, going through to the third game decider. Welcome to new viewers and new commenters in chat. Great to have you with us. So, third game decider, Pigs and Blankets versus Devourers. Pigs and Blankets won game 1 7-5, Devourers won game 2 7-2. So really strong performances from both sides. But that game 2 there, Devourers really seemed to find their pace and controlling that game start to finish. Whereas game 1 was a much closer fight. So overall, say Devourers probably in the strong position going to this third round. Depends what how Pigs and Blankets choose to approach this tactically. Well, they can make some good choices in their stat builds. There's Devourers players all out on court, just waiting for the Pigs to make their way out. Pigs and Blankets are the sister team to War Pigs, so we're getting that War Pigs players up there with them giving them advice. So they can try and take this third game here against Devourers. Okay, full move and shoot again for game 3. Double assassin technician from Pigs, double technician assassin from Devourers. First point in for Pigs. Second point for Pigs. Devourers on the board as well now, 2-1. Two all. Devourers have flipped the scoreline, 3-2. Approaching the halfway mark, Devourers the single point lead.
Cross!
3-all. Good use of shields there from Pigs, just slowing the Devourers down. Managed to land that extra hit now. Absolutely neck and neck. 4-3. Pigs ahead by a single point to go into the final quarter. 4-all. 5-4. Devourers have flipped it back. 10 seconds. So close. 6-5. 3 seconds. Devourers take it. 6 points to 5. Fantastic play from both sides there. So as Devourers going through to the 5th place playoff, Pigs and Blankets to the 7th place. Okay, so moving forward next to the semi-finals. So Oblivion, War Pigs. Oblivion to the red, War Pigs to the blue for the first of the main semi-finals. Okay, so Oblivion red and War Pigs blue. Be interesting to see what tactics the respective teams choose to go for here. So Oblivion currently the season leaders. War Pigs currently ranked 5 in the season, so definitely the Oblivion the favourites to take the semi-final. But we've seen some really close matches and some very unexpected results in some of the games so far today. So nothing is guaranteed. Okay, so both teams are logged and ready. So Oblivion going shields, War Pigs double assassin technician. One point apiece. Heavy shield starts to come in from Oblivion. 2-1 now. (3-1). War Pigs not dealing with those shields well at all. 4-1 to Oblivion now. War Pigs have got to get rid of those shields. 5-1. Warpig's really struggling with those shields. Guys, all the Oblivion shields gone, but it's a very significant lead. 6-1. 7-1. 7-2, 7-3. Warpig's trying to fight back. Way too little, too late. That's Oblivion taking game 1 of the semi-final. Oblivion shield wall just taking forever for Warpig to cut their way through, and offering way too many easy sniping shots there for the Oblivion players. Now we're into proper psychological territory here. Now, are Oblivion going to stick with those shields? It's not their standard play style. Our Warpig's going to now shift towards having at least 2 technicians to deal with the shields, assuming that Oblivion brings the shields back.
Should we do one extra? Yeah, I think.
Wait. 30 seconds.
No assist trap. Put 3 5 still.
Right, 10-second call just gone out. So we've got a change of players on the Oblivion side. No shields from Oblivion this side. Double assassin technician from Warpigs. So Warpigs didn't take the bait. Stuck with their original format. We've got double assassin technician from Oblivion. First point in for Oblivion. Second point for Oblivion. Warpig's looking at that first score. Great evasion work going on here. Some fantastic groundwork and slide. Warpig's player caught on his dodge rotation there. Halfway mark now, 4-1. Great combat roll there from Warpigs. Always love a good combat roll. So 30 seconds remaining. 5-1, 6-1. Warpig's really struggling here. 7-2. 8-2. Accuracy and dodging of the Oblivion players causing absolute grief here for the Warpigs. 9-3. That's a definitive win here from the semi-final. That's Oblivion through to the finals. Warpigs to the 3rd place playoff. So moving to our second semi-final now. Warp Star versus No. So No Warp Star, the ranked 2 and 3 teams this season. So it's expected to be a really tough matchup. very, very difficult to say which way this one's going to go. There is so little between these top three teams, between Oblivion, No, and Warp Star. But Oblivion now clear through to the final. Just waiting to see which of their main rivals, No or Warp Star, is going to be joining them there in the final. So Warp Star No said the whole of the spring season they've been absolutely neck and neck, and they've had to be separated on points, tournament after tournament. So difficult to see where this how this game's going to go. Got any thoughts or predictions either way, especially on these really close games, guys? Make sure you drop them in the chat for us. And thanks to both those in the UK and those overseas who are messaging us, who have joined us for today's matches. Okay, this is all Team No good to go. Just waiting for the Warp Star players to make their way onto court. Here we go, game on. Shields from Warp Star. Double Assassin Technician, but it's a Charge 5 Technician there from Team No. So it looks like they were half expecting the Warp Star shields. Warp Star probably one of the most regular shielding teams here in the UK at the moment. Great evasion from both sides. First point into Team No. Trying to hunt the Warp Star shielder. Warp Star historically start to put the shields out from the halfway mark. Second point in for Team No. Warp Star on the board now. 2-1, 30 seconds. A heavy shield wall on the far side there. Already causing problems for Team No. 2 points apiece now. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 3-2. Great hit from Team No on the Warp Star player on the near side. 4-2. 4-3. 3, 2, 1. 4-all. Going to overtime. That's all the Warp Star shields gone. Team No players on full markers. Warp Star is going to need to get something pretty special to take this one. Great evasion there from Warpstar. Warpstar take it, 5-4. Not the expected outcome from that that overtime. Fantastic shot on the Team No player on the far side there. Yeah, red 2 there from Warpstar getting the a single shot takedown on the Team No player. Team No really under pressure here now. Warpstar Shields gave him a lot of grief during that first game, mainly due to that double assassin technician combo. Couldn't quite put enough shots out to be able to deal properly with the Warpstar Shields. And that fantastic cross shot there from Warpstar in overtime to take game 1. Okay, it's a 10-second count, just gone out for the teams. Getting the players tracked in and ready.
Right, here we go.
Here we go. So, teams look like staying pretty similar on the tactics from round 1. This comes down to how much pressure Team No can put on the Warpstar Shielder. We managed to get a KO on her just there. And of course, watching for red 2 with those fantastic cross shots. That's what cost Team No the overtime. First shield up there from Warpstar. Come on to the halfway mark. No in a single point lead here. Got to rip those shields faster. Warpstar now in with a point, 1 point apiece. Warpstar sniper just being allowed to sit and pick his shots there from the centre line. Second point in for Warpstar. Shield's still there. 15 seconds remaining now. That is all of the Warpstar shields on 3-1, 3-2. No, desperate for a point here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 4-2. Warpstar take it. 4 points to 2. That is Warpstar going through to the final. Team No to the 3rd place playoff. So, moving through to our final positioning place now. 7th place playoff for becoming first, followed by 5th, 3rd, and then our finals. So, 7th place playoff is Pigs and Blankets versus Wolfpack. 5th place playoff, Devourers versus BSOD. 3rd place playoff, War Pigs versus Team No. And then our final, for the Spring Cup, Oblivion versus Warp Star.
So, my level of
I think it was what the issue there. Team No just not managing to rip those Warp Star shields and just allowing the Warp Star sniper to stay on the front line for just far too long there. Definite tactical error there from Team No. Should really have gone to double technician in order to be able to deal with those heavy Warp Star shields effectively. Warp Star snipers are just too accurate to allow them to be able to sit calmly on the front line behind those shields.
Starting with
So here we go. First of the finals now. 7th place playoff. Pigs and Blankets on the red, Wolfpack on the blue. So Pigs and Blankets had some good games through the tournament. Wolfpack 2-1 losses in both of their matches. Taking the first game and then losing games 2 and 3. But they managed that against Warp Star, who we've just seen smash their way through to the finals. So if they can do it against them, you'd say that Wolfpack can keep the confidence of the heads in. They're probably the favoured of the two here, but Pigs and Blankets have played some great games as well, so really, really difficult for which way this is going to go. Final preparation for the teams now. Wolfpack logged in and ready, just waiting for the Pigs players to get themselves finalised. We'll get the first of these final matches underway. Right, 10-second call.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go, 7th place playoff. Move and shoot from both sides here. Double assassin technician from Pigs, double technician assassin from Wolf. Wolfpack pressuring the central Pigs player. 2 points in for Wolfpack. Pigs looking for their opening score. Pigs are on the board now, 2-1. 3-1 to Wolfpack. Nice concentrated fire coming from Wolfpack, but Pigs evading well there. 4-1 now to Wolfpack. 5-1. 6-1. Wolfpack really cutting their way through the Pigs and Blankets players here. 7-1. 10 seconds remaining. It's going to be a comfortable win in the first game here for Wolfpack, but they've won every first game so far. Games 2 and 3 is where have been the issues for Wolfpack. Let's see if they can break the curse here in the 7th place playoff. Or can Pigs and Blankets take advantage of it and take the 7th position from them? So great game there for Blue 6, going 4-0. Right, now then, the dreaded game 2 for Wolfpack. Pigs and Blankets going to follow suit from the Britain Wolfpack's previous 2 matchups. And no matter how dominating Wolfpack seemed to be in game 1, flip it for games 2 and 3. Go, final call going out to players. Game 2, here we go. Okay, double technician assassin both sides. First point in for Wolfpack. 1 point apiece. Wolfpack scoring again. Pigs answering straight back, 2-all. 3-2 now Wolfpack. You're going to see an immediate score back again from Pigs.
Right one, target. Back and test left, the other right.
4-2 Wolfpack. Fantastic evasion on the far side there from Blue 5. Under a huge amount of pressure, but matching the weapon of the storm. Finally got him though. 4-3.
Right.
20 seconds. 5-3. 5-4. Pigs fighting absolutely down to the wire here. Can Wolfpack hang on? 10 seconds. 5-all. 6-5. 3 seconds. 2, 1. 7-5. Wolfpack have finally broken their curse. That's two straight games there. Wolfpack taking 7th place. Pigs and Blankets taking 8th place today. Next, we move forward to the 5th place playoff. Devourers versus BSOD.
It is very crucial
Alright, next game, DEVOURERS, B-side, BSOD, red side.
It's worse than that.
So next up we said 5th place playoffs. This is Devourers on the red, BSOD coming in on the blue.
I doubt we have technology. We have technology.
Right, now for a quick technical issue there. Sort of round. So it's actually BSOD on the red and Devourers on the blue.
Seconds, players.
So it's waiting for the final Devourers player to set the court.
But like they had like both seasons, all metal shows, then they took those all away.
5 seconds.
Back season 1. And then game.
So, opening game. BSOD red, Devourers blue. 5th place playoff. Okay, double technician assassin from Devourers. We've got heavy shields from BSOD. With an assassin and a technician. First point in for BSOD. Devourers answering back, 1 point apiece. 20 seconds played. Second point in for BSOD. First one, their heavy shields up. See how well Devourers are dealing with. Well, really well played there from Devourers. Fast takedown of that shield. 3-2 now to BSOD. BSOD still ahead by a point. 30 seconds remaining. Great shielding work there from BSOD. 5-3. Devourers got to get rid of those shields. BSOD with a commanding lead here. 8-4. 10 seconds to go. Devourers fighting hard down to the last second, but that is just too big a bridge to from 10-6. Good work from Devourers in that fight back, but dominating play from BSOD there. Really good use of those shields. Devourers just unable really to cut the way through them.
Just when I backed out, you then kind of and you also backed out. I'm sorry.
So we're in our final 3 matches for today. It's currently BSOD Devourers for the 5th place playoff. Next up will be War Pigs Team No for the 3rd place playoff. And then Oblivion Warp Star for the final. And our Spring Cup champions.
Do you know they sail so they can do no go to UK after one job? Then the one is DEVOURERS.
30 seconds.
So pretty much they have an entire plan of getting rid of the first energy pretty much. And just in case you pretty much has decided I'm going to move that first object. Be like shooting up and instead I'm not
10 seconds, players, get in.
So, see if tactically if Devourer's got an answer for that BSOD shield wall.
Alright, here we go. Game 2.
Here we go. Game on. Double technician this time for Devourers. See if it's enough to deal with those shields. First one in from BSOD. Devourers have got to get those some early points in here. Get themselves some breathing space before the shields start to be deployed. Great evasion work from the BSOD players here. 2nd point in for them. Devourers 3-1 down. No BSOD without shield deployed yet. Guys have got to get ahead here. Let's start the heavy shields coming in now. 4-2 for BSOD. 4-3. Devourers doing well, but they've got to try and get ahead here. Good counter shield position in there. Got to cut those shields down. Doing well. Shields are taking out a lot faster. Can they keep it going? One BSOD shield left. 4 all. Got to get that shield gone. 5 seconds. 5-4 to BSOD. 3, 2, 1. BSOD take it. 5 points to 4. Great performance there from Devourers. Much more effective dealing with those BSOD shields. But BSOD just hanging on there to take the game. And that is BSOD taking the 5th place. Devourers taking 6th. We're moving through now to War Pigs versus No for the 3rd place playoff. These games are getting closer and closer and closer each round. This next one's going to be a real difficult one. So, War Pigs No. And then for our finals, Oblivion Warp Star.
And then proceed to mix. How do you use
So Warpig's been playing an absolute blinder here. Finished 5th in the season. Sorry, 4th in the season, and now they're coming through in here in the 3rd place playoffs. They managed to hold that ranking all the way through. Warpig's being the top one of the Cardiff-based teams that's competing here today. So overall probability in favour of Team No, but said Warpigs have been a great season so far. No reason to believe they couldn't pull off an upset here.
Seconds.
Right, final shout going in there from the referees to get the game underway.
Alright, let's go.
Here we go. Third place playoff. Warpigs red, Team No on blue. Double assassin technician, both sides. First win in for Team No. Second win for Team No. Warpigs struggling to get that first point.
Yeah.
3-0 now for No. Warpigs still hunting that first point. 4-1. 20 seconds remaining. 5-1. 6-1. Dominating play here from Team No. 6-2. As Team No take game one in the third place playoff.
The way it works is because I pushed the key on the list, I pushed the key
So one of the other things we're tracking today is our MVP rankings. Players earn MVP points for 0 death games where they have a positive ratio between their knockouts. So obviously they have scored points and been knocked and not suffered a knockout themselves. So currently we have 3 players tied for this. Hugh from Wolfpack, Alex from Warpstar, and Alfie from Team No. So obviously Wolfpack have played all of their matches, so Hugh's unable to earn any more points towards that. But Alfie has 1 more game for Team No, and Alex has 2 games in the final to see what he can achieve on Warpstar.
30 seconds.
So here we go, game 2. Okay, game 2. Shields, but a Shield Technician hybrid coming out from Warpigs. Double Assassin Technician from Team No. See if those shields can be enough there against the lower fire rate of Team No, or whether Team No's accuracy is going to carry it. 2-0 to Team No. Double shield up there from Warpigs on the far left. Shields coming in on the right. That's all of the Warpig shields up as we reach the halfway mark. Team No doing a pretty good job there of cutting away through them. 3-0 to Team No now. 4-0. That's all the Warpig shields ripped. Coming into the final quarter, 5-0 to Team No. Warpig struggling to get a point on the board here. 7-0. Team No absolutely, letting rip here against Warpigs. That's a 9-0 win there in second game. That is Team No taking the third round, taking the third place today. Next up, we have the final of the Spring Cup. Oblivion versus Warp Star. Oblivion red, Warp Star blue for today's winners and the 2026 Spring Cup champions.
So, this is what. Warpig's playing. Yeah, I was 8. I was doing this.
So, Oblivion Warp Star final. Difficult one to call. This Oblivion Warp Star have met so many times in these final matchups. It's never been clear cut towards either team. So the real key part for today, the Spring Cup, is the first of the 3 cup tournaments that we hold in the UK. So we have Spring Cup, Summer Cup and National Cup at the end of the year. And obviously the real ideal for any team is to take the Grand Slam and take all 3 trophies. So far we've not had 2025 was the first time we had this 3-season format, and the trophies there went to different teams in each season. So that claim of being the first Grand Slam winners, taking all 3 in the same year, is still up for grabs. And obviously today defines which team's got a chance of going for that for 2026. Here we go, heavy shields both sides. Very, very similar builds. Assassin, Technician and Defender. First Oblivion shield up. So Oblivion deploying their shields a lot earlier than we normally see from Warp Star. But it's caused Warp Star to start dropping shields early as well, which is off pattern for them. First point's in for Warp Star though. 1 point apiece now. But on the halfway mark, still 1 point apiece. Second point in for Oblivion. Wolfstar hunting that second score. Both teams so hard to hit. 20 seconds remaining. Oblivion shield strategy definitely worked. Took Warpstar completely off their normal rhythm. Second winner for Warpstar though. 10 seconds remaining. Oblivion score again. 3-2. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oblivion take game 1. Very effective use of the shields there from Oblivion, taking Warpstar completely out their normal rhythm, caused them to drop the shields earlier and not in the normal format they'd like to use. So real tactical decisions to make for game 2. Are Oblivion going to shift the tactics around entirely, or Warpstar going to be able to not get drawn into deploying their shields early and in the wrong locations? But said very tactically sound play from Oblivion there. Really good psychological game, completely messing up Warpstar's standard set piece moves. First game of the final to Oblivion. Warpstar need 2 wins now to claim the Spring Cup. Well, the MVP, Alex and Alfie, across the third place playoff match and the first one of those finals matches, managed to gain another 1 more clean sheet each. So they're currently tied for MVP, but Alex still has potentially 1, maybe 2 games in hand, depending on how these the final matches play through.
10 seconds. Go.
Okay, heavy shields again, both sides. Sticking with the first round tactics. However, Oblivion have changed their shielder. Very interesting choice there from Oblivion. Shifted their normal, their usual key assassin into the shielder role. First point in for Warpstar. Two shields up from both sides, coming on the halfway mark. Warpstar with the only point scored so far. Both teams with 1 shield left, heavy shield left to deploy. Oblivion still hunting for that first point. Okay, that's all shields deployed, both sides. Still 1-0 to Warpstar. 5 seconds. Can Oblivion get that score? Warpstar take it 1-0. Nope. So close. And pretty much everyone here thought that final down shot towards the Warpstar shielder had landed, but just off target by tiniest fraction there. So 1-0 win there for Warpstar. Going through to the third game decider. It's a very odd tactical choice there from Oblivion. Moving all their highest point scoring assassin into a shielding role. Very difficult to read what Oblivion going to do in this third game, though. So obviously that was a very off the wall tactical choice from them in the second game. Go 80 seconds away from crowning our Spring Cup champions. 1 game apiece, third game decider.
Here we go, third game.
Double shields coming out from Warpstar. Completely new tactic that we haven't seen from them in tournament before. Oblivion unable to land hits here. That is a lot of Warpstar shields. Warpstar going to be relying very heavily on Blue 4 to earn the points. The halfway mark. First point in for Oblivion. Second point in for Oblivion. Third point in for Oblivion. Some real off-the-wall tactical choices from both teams here in these games. Oblivion now starting to dominate here, 4-0. Ten seconds. This is outside of Warpstar's reach. There is no way to pull this back in this time. 5-0. I don't know where Warpstar were in that going for that double shield build there, but whatever they thought they were going to try and pull off with it, it did not work. Oblivion take the third round decider and the Spring Cup. So Oblivion are our 2026 Spring Cup champions. And our MVP of the tournament goes to Alex from Warpstar. Roma, Nathan and Alfie in joint second places. So some amazing gameplay there. Some really interesting tactics from various teams as well. Thank you very much for those of you who've been with us throughout. Hope you've really enjoyed the matches. And we will see you all in the near future. Until then, guys, stay well, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for being with us. And congratulations again to Oblivion, our 2026 Spring Cup champions.